Well, it's already started, folks. The panic has already set in. Just moments after the so-called social media Twitter spat between Elon Musk and Donald Trump, South Africans began to panic. Oh no, the refugee program is in jeopardy. It's going to end. What will we do? Oh my. Well, anything is possible, but that's highly unlikely. And let me explain why it's highly unlikely. Donald Trump has now attached a lot of political capital and prestige to the refugee program for South Africans who are of Afrikaner ethnicity or racial minorities. That's the first thing. Second thing is it must come with a condition that someone believes a lot of things, a lot of stuff that's nonsense. For instance, well, the reason that Donald Trump believes that there's a blank side in South Africa is because of Elon Musk. Well, that's not true. Elon Musk is influencing Donald Trump. He and Twatterbots are doing it. That's why he's misinformed. Number one, Donald Trump is not misinformed about what's happening in South Africa. And he's not solely, or in fact, even heavily informed by Elon Musk in the issues of South Africa. To believe that means that you fall for South African media propaganda and leftist propaganda in the United States, and that you're not letting yourself be fully informed about what's actually happening. Donald Trump is not getting his information from Elon Musk to make decisions about South Africa. Donald Trump gets the vast majority of his information from the U.S. intelligence community about South Africa. And yes, he gets influence from a few friends who are influential, but Elon Musk is not the deciding factor and never was. And for you to believe that means that you're easily hoodwinked by leftists and fake streamers. So that's the first thing. The second thing is that this is now a program of record, and canceling it is going to involve a lot of things. It's also going to cost Donald Trump a lot of political capital. It will make true, although it wouldn't be true, it will confirm the lies of the leftist media that Trump was misinformed, that there's nothing happening in South Africa, there's no racial discrimination. Canceling it now. The political cost of that would be intense, domestically and in foreign relations for Trump. So take a deep breath. The refugee program is unlikely to have been affected in any way by this ridiculous, childish, churlish spat going on between Trump and Musk, which is, frankly, one has to wonder if it's not simply an intentional misdirection while other things are going on. Of course, this all started when Elon Musk attacked President Trump's big, beautiful bill, calling it an abomination. And to be fair, as I said at the time, Elon Musk has a point. This increases the debt cap by $5 trillion, doesn't get rid of debt, and puts the United States on the verge of insolvency. So Musk has a point. And as I said at the time, Musk's comments were not attacking Trump. They were attacking the bill. The bill is the responsibility of Mike Johnson, Speaker of the House of Representatives. It's his responsibility, and the Republicans who lead the House of Representatives, to write this bill and get it done. They wrote the bill, not Trump. Now, Trump sent a budget to the House of Representatives, and they took Trump's budget and created a bill. So if there's any blame here about this bill, it belongs on the House of Representatives, which have passed it and sent it to the Senate, not for Trump. Trump didn't get everything he promised in that bill, but he got most of it. And that's the thing that's so frustrating about this, why there's even this little spat. First off, Trump was going to eliminate the solar credits and the EV credits. That was going to go away. We've known that all along. That was one of his campaign promises. Trump was also going to give us no taxes on tips and no taxes on overtime. That's in the bill. Trump also was going to reduce government spending. We knew that. Musk was brought in for Doge. So what is the dispute about? Musk doesn't like the bill. Trump loves the bill. But both began to act a bit foolishly, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Musk attacking the bill and Trump taking it as a personal attack when asking the White House. His best response would have been simply to say, look, Elon and I have a disagreement on this. I'm not sure what his disagreement is. He was here the whole time. He ran with me in the campaign. He knew what my campaign positions were, and this is what went into the bill that Congress has put together. We can sort this out. But rich men and their toys don't always play so nice, and that's where we're at. So for South Africans who think that this will affect the refugee program, anything's possible, but it's highly unlikely that the refugee program will slow down, be stopped, because the two aren't connected. Elon Musk and the refugee program have nothing to do with each other. And if you believe they do, then you are gullible and you listen to Cockprot24 and the Toilet Paper Record and other fake news sites in South Africa that spread propaganda on a daily basis. Or you're listening to right-wing South Africans who like to lie to you to convince you not to leave the country so they continue to make profit off of you instead of the economy collapsing. That's on you, who you choose to believe. Now, I don't know what's going to happen to the program, but my analysis is the program will continue and that it has accelerated. And I have indicators that the program has, in fact, been accelerated since President Ramaphosa went to the White House and insulted President Trump by lecturing him and interrupting him and then denying what was happening in South Africa. I mean, can you just believe what happened there? Mr. President, have they told you where this is? I've never seen this before. To which Trump said, it's in South Africa. Yeah, that was one of the golden moments of this. The other golden moment, of course, was when Trump was set up with a question from a South African reporter. And the South African reporter said, President Trump, do you still believe that there's a white genocide in South Africa? To which President Trump said the following: I'm not really convinced. Yet every newspaper in South Africa, every commentator in South Africa on the traditional media outlets, and all the Western media here in the US and Europe said that Trump pushed a white genocide narrative. He did not. He did not. He talked about the murder of farmers in South Africa and showed evidence of it, misstate a few things. That didn't stop the program. This will not stop the program. Take a deep breath. The dispute between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is just a temper tantrum between two fantastically, obnoxiously, sickeningly wealthy individuals whose egos are the size of the River Ganges. Now, for those of you who will come back and say, whoa, why are you speaking ill of Trump and Musk? I'm not speaking ill of either one. It's simply a statement of fact. The gentlemen have massive egos, and the egos were attacked and bruised, and this is what they did. Acted like 6-year-olds throwing their, well, 2-year-olds throwing their toys out of the pram. Anyway, folks, that's the situation. Take a deep breath. Refugee program continues, and we'll have more coverage of the refugee program as it advances, and more interviews with people who've arrived in the States should they choose to come on the program. And there you have it. Everything's fine. Take a deep breath. Stop the prot, the nonsense. Stop the chatting. Stop the cafe clutch, old Tani conversations. Nothing against Tanis, but you know what I'm talking about. Stop your rumor mongering. Stop your rumor mills. Because that's one thing that South Africans are very good at producing. Rumors. Stop listening to them. No change in the program. Just a spat between two fabulously wealthy guys who are acting like children. What say you, South Africa? What say you, Mzansi? Thanks a lot, folks. Cheers.